You talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Before I continue with today's episode of Keek on the Mic, I have something very, very special to show you guys. This has been a work in progress for a while now, and it's just something to showcase how much I love this podcast and how far it's grown. So it was like a little gift to myself and the podcast for reaching lengths I never thought that this podcast would reach. So it is a customized Keek on the Mic ring. Obviously, it may be kind of hard for you guys to see it right now, but I may post pictures on the community page later today. But obviously it has Keek on the Mic on the front with my logo in the front. On the side of the ring, it has Bear Down with one of my favorite all-time Bears logos. And on the other side of the ring, it has Quinley, and then Established 2020, which was when I actually started Keek on the Mic. So this is my little pride and joy, my baby. Just wanted to do a little something for myself to give myself a pat on the back of how far this podcast has come. And once again, I just want to take this time to appreciate all you guys and thank you guys so much for continuing to watch Keek on the Mic, to continue commenting on all of the videos that I post. I really, really appreciate it because without you guys, I know that none of this would be possible, and I know that the channel would stop growing without you guys. So once again, thank you guys so much for all the support. So today on the podcast, I have a pretty interesting conversation for you guys today, and I hope you guys can join in by commenting down below, like always. But the report out of Chicago is this: Justin Fields is getting the Peyton Manning practice treatment. And I know some of you guys are probably wondering, well, Keek, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell is the Peyton Manning practice treatment? I'm going to tell you guys in just a moment. But first, I want to give out, kind of go into some deep background of what we're discussing today. So let's start out with a guy by the name of Tom Moore. Tom Moore is known as one of the greatest quarterback coaches in NFL history, and he is most remembered for overseeing the rise of Peyton Manning. And part of that success came from how Moore handled practices as the offensive coordinator. And one thing that really stuck out with how Tom Moore handled these practices and the rise of Peyton Manning was that Peyton Manning got nearly every single rep in passing drills. And this is what the cool part about this, and this is what I'm talking about now, that Justin Fields is getting the Peyton Manning practice treatment. It appears that the Chicago Bears are adopting that same approach with Justin Fields. And according to Bears insiders Adam Hoge and Adam Jahns on their podcast, Fields has gotten almost every single rep in practice since drills began in May. And obviously, some of you guys may be listening to the podcast right now and saying, well, Keek, why does this matter? And my simple answer to that question is, well, it matters because the more reps Justin Fields gets, the better he will get. And when you really break that down, I kind of want to rebuttal and say, why does Trevor Siemian need the extra reps? Why does Nathan Peterman need extra reps? Of course, you want to keep those guys ready, and obviously Nathan Peterman probably won't be on the Chicago Bears roster once we get to the regular season. But of course, you want to give Trevor Siemian some reps just in case Justin Fields goes down. But at the end of the day, it makes a whole lot of sense that Justin Fields gets all the reps. And when you look back, and I know I always go back to the Matt Nagy days, but when you look back at how Matt Nagy handled the quarterback last year, Dalton, Justin Fields, and Nick Foles were all splitting the practice reps. And there's really not that much reps to go around. I know some of you guys may think, well, there's a lot of reps to go around. No, there really isn't. So when you're splitting all those reps, I think you're kind of hurting your players, right? And obviously that's how Matt Nagy handled his situation. But obviously when you look at how Andy Dalton and how Justin Fields played, it kind of proves the point that Matt Nagy really did mishandle that situation, because when you split the reps, once again, there's not a lot of reps to go around. So it makes a lot of sense that Tom Moore, when dealing with Peyton Manning, he gave all the reps to his starting quarterback, and that's how it should be. Of course, you can maybe give a couple reps here and there to the backups, but the bulk of the reps should go to the starting players. And obviously, Matt Nagy didn't do that, and I truly feel that was one of the reasons that Justin Fields kind of struggled in his rookie year because he wasn't getting enough reps. He wasn't getting enough help. He wasn't getting any better. Justin Fields has made it very clear in press conferences before, especially last year. He's told us, the more reps I get, the more comfortable I get. And obviously, that's anything you do in life. The more you do something, the better you get at that. That goes for life in general. So it makes a whole bunch of sense that Luke Getsy came in and said, you know what? Justin Fields is our guy. He's going to get all the reps. So it makes too much sense. And something that I really, really like about this is that the Chicago Bears are giving Justin Fields every chance to master this offense. Obviously, we know Justin Fields has insane work ethic. He's going to grind hard every day. He's going to do everything in his power to make sure he gets better and he makes everyone around him better as well. But the only way that he's going to be able to do that is if he is getting reps. And I really like that this little bit of information came out stating that Justin Fields is in fact getting basically all the reps in all of the Chicago Bears practices. So that's just something that got me really pumped up because, like I just mentioned, the Chicago Bears are giving Justin Fields every chance to master this new offense. Obviously, it's still going to be a work in progress, but the only way that he's going to improve and the only way that he's going to create that chemistry and those connections with all his playmakers around him in this offense is by getting all the reps. So I really appreciate that Luke Getsy is taking that Tom Moore approach that he used with Peyton Manning. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that Justin Fields is going to be Peyton Manning. I'm not trying to say that, but it is really, really nice to hear that Luke Getsy is coming in and allowing Justin Fields to get all the reps. We don't need to be splitting reps with Trevor Siemian. We don't need to be splitting reps with Nathan Peterman. It would just be a waste of time. So, obviously, this is encouraging to me because I know that the Chicago Bears are giving Justin Fields every chance to succeed. So, like always, let me know how you feel about this report down below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. But before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of Kick on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll be back for our all-new Bears podcast right here on Kick on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.